Hello everybody, Dan Matichek, the Parrot Potter here, and I was thinking, I've never really done like a tips kind of video. I do a lot of Fiberclay, paperclay. One of the things about working with this type of clay is that there are times you want to slow it down from drying. There are times when you want to speed it up, and you can do that with the Fiberclay. Also, I use it on the top now for drying my clay that I process either from scratch or reclaim. Scrap piece of wood, 1/4-inch wood. Put it over my elements. Took this scrap wood, cut them to length so I had a frame that went around, and set them on top and used bungee cords to hold it together on the outside. Then just lined it with a garbage bag, pulled it nice and tight. The thickest part you see here is a mixture of about 50-50 roughly, a ready mix Portland concrete mix, #1 Pottery plaster. Don't wait too long, because if you wait too long, I found it'll suck the water out of the next layer and you'll get cracks in it. The next layer is straight plaster, and I used #1 Pottery plaster. To dissipate the heat, I have a piece of fire brick. It's actually from an old pizza oven. If you put just plaster down, the plaster will eventually start to calcify and flake off wherever the burners are, even if it's lifted up. And because there's plaster in this too, the expansion rate is going to be a little bit closer, and it's going to be more absorbent. It's actually very absorbent. I attempted to use just that mix for a drying bat for my clay. Great idea for sucking moisture. It sucks moisture just as well, that I could tell, as plaster would. Bad idea. What happens is the plaster doesn't stick to the pieces of sand that are in the cement mixture, and the plaster will slowly flake off into your clay, which is a bad thing. And as that plaster on top wears off, I'll just put my frame on and pour more on top of it. Another ½ inch or so. Use plastic scrapers instead of the metal ones. They're softer. Now, they may not be good for scraping paint. Because they're softer, they're less likely to dig into your plaster when you're scraping off your clay. My wife picked up a pack of 3 of these for $1. So they last a really long time. They're not going to hurt your plaster, and they're cheap. I have actually 2 of these, and this one works best for this purpose. It doesn't have, this one has the laser pointer, and it's nice for in the oven checking the temperature of different pieces when I'm drying them out. Checking the temperature of the oven itself and the piece, the shelves and everything. This is really good, but this one has, it lights up and you can see it has a maximum temperature, and that's of the scan. In other words, every time you pull the trigger, it's the maximum in that scan. Press the button and hold it and scan, and move it around a little bit. Now I see that one is 243 degrees. That's a little bit on the high side. I'll turn that one down a little bit, and I have to do this a couple times during the first hour or so. And that would be this one. Turn it down a hair. Talking fast, trying to get all the information in. I hope that helps you. You can also make a couple of these if you want, if you're doing a lot of clay. And I wouldn't do them double-sided. I used to do them double-sided with plaster, but again, the plaster eventually will calcify wherever that burner is. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.